Okay, can I just confirm that the live stream has commenced? Great, fantastic. I have pleasure in opening the special council meeting of the 18th November 2025 at 6 p.m. and welcome all those in attendance. The City of Vincent would like to acknowledge that we are meeting on the lands of the Noongar people, the Whadjuk people of the Noongar Nation, and pay our respects to elders past and present, acknowledging that as the City of Vincent we have a role to play in working towards reconciliation and justice for First Nations people. Now, I do have one apology tonight, and that is from Councillor Wallace, and I note that everybody else is here. Can I get an indication whether any of the members of the public present wish to speak? And if they do, would you like to come forward? Yes, okay. So please come forward, say your name, the suburb that you reside in, and your comments, a summary of your remarks will be included in the minutes, and any responses required will be on the agenda of the next council meeting. You have, of course, 3 minutes. Over to you.
Come on. Yep. Okay. Good evening, Mayor and councillors. For the benefit of the new councillors, I've been attending council meetings for a number of years now. I'm severely impacted by a major asset of the City of Vincent, specifically being a large 900mm diameter active stormwater pipe that runs directly through my property to Lake Munga. I located this pipe myself. As a result of the stormwater pipe restrictions and easements, I can now no longer build my dream retirement home. There are approximately 50 other residents in the city who also have stormwater pipes running through their properties, yet the City of Vincent has made the decision not to notify them unless they sell or subdivide. For many of these residents, by then it will be far too late. Rate increases. The proposed rate increase for residential vacant land in May, the budget was 9%. I'd like to know which senior person then proposed and escalated this to 25%. In 2024-25, the residential rate increase was 4.5%, yet my rates for residential vacant land increased to 9%, double. In 2025-26, the residential rate was again 4.5%. However, my residential vacant land rate increased to 25%. This is more than twice the lowest differential general rate charged by the City of Vincent. My question is, under the Section 6.33 of the Local Government Act of 1995, did the City of Vincent seek approval from the Minister for Local Government for this significant increase? How did the City of Vincent justify what is clearly an unreasonable 25% increase? I request a copy of the submission sent to the Minister and the Minister's response. It is also worth noting that out of 32 councils in the Perth metropolitan area, only 2 had differential rates for residential vacant land. Their charges were 1% and 2% above the residential rate. The City of Vincent, however, imposes a rate increase of 20.5% above the differential rate and increased this year to 25%. I ask the councillors, does this seem fair? Stormwater pipes, easements and notification to property owners. In previous council meetings, I asked whether easements would be placed on properties with undocumented stormwater pipes. Governance under the authority of the CEO refused twice to answer, despite these being questions I'd never previously asked. Questions. Have all the easements now been placed on properties with stormwater pipes? If not, why not? How many are yet to have easements placed on them?
So you'll need to wind up your comments now, because your 3 minutes is up.
Yep. Transparency of mapping. Historically, the City of Vincent has operated with 2 versions of Intramaps, an internal version with full details and a public version for residents with minimal information. With the move to the POSI mapping, will the City of Vincent repeat this practice? Thank you.
Okay, so there being no further questions, I close public question time at 6:05. Governance Manager, can you please confirm if any written statements were received?
Through you, Mayor Simon, we have received no written statements or questions.
Okay, CEO, are there any declarations of interest that have been declared?
None received for tonight, Mayor Zaman.
Councillors, are there any declarations of interest that anyone wishes to make? Okay. All right. So the first item of business is the annual report 2024-25, and an absolute majority decision is required. Okay, so firstly I ask, do we have a mover? So that's moved Councillor Wolfe. Do we have a second? Okay, seconded by Councillor Castle. Now, does anyone wish to speak to this item? Okay, Councillor Wolfe.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm really happy to accept this annual report.
Sorry, I beg your pardon. Sorry, the CEO just was just speaking to me about something. Sorry. Okay, so just also for councillors' advice, the Office of the Auditor General, Kate, and is on the line, represented by Caitlin McGowan. Hello, Caitlin.
Good evening.
Okay. Councillor Wolfe.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm happy to accept this annual report and would like to acknowledge all of the work that's gone into preparing it. The report reflects another strong year of delivery for our 41,479 community members under the leadership of our CEO and our Mayor. And this delivery includes major capital works and improvements to our parks, tree canopy, facilities, through to our absolutely spectacular community events, informed planning decisions, and the important day-to-day services that keep Vincent running very smoothly. The report shows clear progress against our strategic priorities and responsible, award-winning financial management and strong governance. To me, though, what stands out in the report is the way that it captures our collective efforts of staff, council, volunteers, community partners, and residents. And it's a really strong reminder of how much is achieved in a single year when we work really closely with community. A small note is that I'm really grateful for the edit today from administration that acknowledges elected members' electronic attendance at meetings as simply attendance. Given that we have approval from the Mayor required for electronic attendance, we do have a process in place for keeping electronic attendance responsible, so there's no need to call that out separately for accountability purposes, and I understand there's no legislative requirement to reflect that separately as well, so thank you for that change. I think the way that we've approached it now supports its use where electronic attendance is required and is helpful for reasons such as preventing the spread of illness. So thank you very much again for the report. Congratulations on all the achievements reflected in it, and I look forward to the AGM on the 16th of December.
Councillor Castle.
Thank you, Mayor. I don't have a lot to add after that. I think Councillor Wolfe has summed it up very well. It really does show the volume and breadth of the work that is going on in the city, and it makes you tired just reading it to see how much has been achieved in a year. There are certainly some very big projects that will span over a number of years, in particular our capital works programs, our major land transactions and underground power, of course, which will be transformative for the city. So very happy to support and accept this annual report, and also thank you for the edits today. That was much appreciated for a quick turnaround.
Does anyone else wish to speak to the annual report? Okay, I just want to say a few words. I want to say thank you very much to the team for pulling this together. It's an important accountability measure, but it's also important to reflect the sheer breadth of work that is happening across Vincent. It is absolutely the case that we are punching above our weight in terms of the work that we're doing for major projects to work towards our obligations around density and making sure that we are doing good urban sensitive design. I'm really grateful for particularly the work that's coming out from the both the planning team but also our parks team and in beautifying and greening our city. It's really important. I also want to acknowledge the facilities team who are oversighting some pretty major upgrades for our facilities here in Vincent, from the Leederville Oval through to the works at Forest Park, the work that's going to be presenting with Little Italy, Robertson Park. So just so many issues that are happening, and I'm really looking forward to being able to have some of the best sporting facilities here in Perth, Lidders Stadium, as well as Dorian Gardens and the like. It's going to be quite amazing. And also, I am noting more and more we are starting to be recognised with awards in terms of the work that our community and our events team is doing, reaching out, making sure that we are catering to the breadth of people that live and play within our community as well. But obviously this all happens because we've also got really solid teams working behind the scenes. It's been wonderful to have acknowledged by the Office of the Attorney General that we are one of the top 20 councils around our financial recording and the like. So look, there's so many things, and I'll have more to say, I think, at the AGM. But I just wanted to say thank you to the team for how much work is happening. People just don't realise how much is happening behind the scenes, and people are working really hard. And I'm very impressed with. I'm consistently impressed with the dedication that staff are bringing to this area, and also thank you to our councillors as well, who obviously take seriously their governance obligations and making sure that they are appropriately representing the community as a whole. Now, does anyone else want to say anything further? Councillor Greer.
Thank you, Mayor Zaman. To join the sentiment with everybody else, but I did just want to notice that I've spotted a typo, unfortunately. Page 88 under elected member allowances, my name is presented twice and Councillor Hallett's name is missing. So I was just hoping, I can confirm I didn't get paid twice. But I was just hoping we could correct that to include Councillor Hallett.
Good spotting. Okay, is there any other comments or potential amendments? Okay, so can I just confirm that will be amended in the final report that will be coming to the AGM? Okay, Councillor Wolf, do you wish to say anything in conclusion? Okay, so I'm going to put this for that we accept the annual report to be presented at the AGM. All those in favour? Carried unanimously, thank you. Okay, so I think, so we got the report. You're not doing anything for this? No, didn't think so. Okay. We've got the report and minutes of the Audit and Risk Committee meeting held on the 12th of November. So, and a note that if there's any questions on the confidential attachments, that we will need to go behind closed doors. Do I have a mover for that? Moved Councillor Castle, seconded Councillor LaFontaine. Councillor Castle?
Thank you, Mayor. Happy to support this, and just want to congratulate administration on another good result. We heard from the Auditor General's office at the Audit Committee meeting that the process was very smooth, that they were very happy with the assistance provided by administration in conducting the audit, and all things seem to be going well. So thank you.
Councillor LaFontaine? I'm going to invite the Office of the Auditor General to perhaps make some commentary, if they wished, about how they found conducting the audit with the City of Vincent. Hello.
Thank you, Mayor Zaman. Appreciate all of your attention. Very similar to the sentiments that have been shared already. It was a very smooth audit and it was very successful, which can be seen in the results. We again just want to thank management for all of their time and effort, which is very evident in the quality of report that you have seen set in front of you, and that's being presented for authorization for signatory as well. No issues from our end. And again, we just want to highlight that we really do appreciate the way that the city takes these financial measures very seriously and gives them the due diligence that they are well deserved. And I think that that is very evident in last year's best practice and the running for this year's best practice as well. And so I thank you for the opportunity to share that.
Thank you very much. Does anyone else have anything further in relation to this item? Councillor Castle, do you wish to say anything in conclusion? Okay, I'll put the matter, or I'll put the item. All those in favour? Okay, that's carried unanimously. Thank you very much. So there being no further business to conduct, I thank all those in attendance and on the live stream, and I close the meeting at 6:15. Thank you. You can end the live stream.
Thanks, Kate.